Hello everyone, I'm Radhika, Assistant Professor RMD Engineering College. Today's lecture we are going to see about Introduction to Python Programming. These are the topics we are going to cover in this lecture. Brief history of Python programming, installing and running Python, and names and assignments, sequence types. We are going to see list, tuples and strings. Next is mutability. So now we will see the brief history of Python. So Python was created by the person called Guido van Rossum. He is a Dutch programmer. He invented in Netherlands early 90s. He started his programming work in 1918 itself, but he completed and released the program in 1991. So he coined a name called Python. Why he have given the term called Python? Why not other name? So everyone have a question on that. So the reason behind that is he is a person who is very fond of seeing the web series. What web series? So he is very fond of seeing a web series called Monty Python Flying Circus. It is a BBC comedy series. It was telecasted in 1970s. He's very fond of that series, and he want to he have created the program, but he want to keep the name that should be very short, and it should be unique and mysterious. His requirements was it should be unique, it should be mysterious, and it should be short. So he was finding of choosing of names like that. So he likes this series. From that he have taken the word called Python and kept for his programming language, Python programming. This is the reason why the programming language was coined like Python. Okay, hope you have understood what I told. Okay, next we are going to see the third point, which is open source software. So Python is not a commercial software. Commercial software means we have to pay the amount and we have to get the software, and early plans also is being available, but Python is not as of that. It is a open source software, open source, free and open source. We can able to go download it and we can work on it. Okay, next, it is a very popular programming languages, and also it is a general purpose programming language. General purpose means it can be designed to be used for building softwares in wide variety of application domains across a multitude of hardware configuration in OS. The main important point what you have to see here is a wide variety of application domains. A lot of application domains we have, right? So we can able to explore with this programming languages, like we have the educational domain and hospitality, and then many cyber crime domains, and then many lot of domains we have known and we have seen it. So we can, many people have very easy of using this Python programming languages. So this is called, why Python is called as a general purpose programming languages, means it is more adaptable for all the application domains. It is easy of using, and backend libraries, we have ample of libraries which was built in already, and code is very less, so we can able to import the packages, libraries, and we can work on it. So that is the another important point in Python. Okay, and next is, it is a scripting language. It is a scripting language, which means that Python programming is an interactive, interrupted, object-oriented, and high-level programming language plus scripting language. Okay, we will see in detail about what is scripting language and all. Next point is scalable. This is one of the features of Python programming language which was there, and Google was from the beginning, the Google was, yeah, making use of this Python programming languages, and popularity based on Python programming languages. I will show you a indexing, real-time analysis and indexing. I'll show you at the end of this lecture. We can see that. This is a short introduction history about the Python. Next, he was a man who created the Python, named Guido van Rossum. Okay. Next, we are going to see about the features of Python. Python is a high-level language. Okay, high-level language means what? High level language, we will call it as a source code. A program written in high level language is called as a source code. We will call it as source code. So source code means what? Often we will speak about the word called source code. So what is source code? Source code is a readable instructions given written by the programmer. So what we are writing, as a human you are writing, right, a normal English. So that readable instruction written by the programmer is a high level language. So as usual, the high level language will be converted to the low level language, which means that machine language will be converted. So first point is Python is a high level language. Next point we have is, already we have seen in the previous slide, it is a free and open source software. Then the third point we have is easy to learn. When comparing to the other programming languages like Java, C, C Sharp, C++, Ruby, PHP, Perl, when compared to the other languages, Python programming languages is easy to learn. Why? Because it is syntax less syntax will be there, and indentation concepts we have, and a layman can also be able to understand this code. If who is not having a knowledge of programming also, once if you are seeing the Python code, he can able to understand somewhat what is there they are telling, the person can understand. That is the meaning of the third point. Okay, then fourth point we have the portability. What is portability? Usually what you will take a general term of portability in English, we have a meaning called movable. So portable means we can move from one place to another. So based on that knowledge you can implement the concept here. So here in Python, what you're going to move, so what you're going to move here is, we are going to move the code. If you're building the code in the Windows OS, means consider that Python code for Windows we can run in other platforms. I have coded in Windows platform, so I want to run the same code in other OS like Linux and Mac and all. So is it possible in Python program? Yes. This is possible in Python programming. So it is portable. That is the fourth point they are mentioning here. And what then we are moving to the next point called interrupted. Okay, it is Python programming language is a interrupted language. Okay, interrupter means, so high level language we have told, right? So high level language it should be converted to the machine level language. So in between it have to translate it. How we are going to translate? Using the translators. What and all translators we have? Interrupter we have, compiler we have. Okay, Python programming is a interrupter one. So what is interrupter? Interrupter means each and every line will be executed. Okay, and what is compiler? The whole program is converted and then it will find out the errors. Okay, interrupter, all you have studied in your primary classes, what is interrupter and compilers. An interrupter process the program statements one by one. Okay, it will, the program lines will be executed one by one. Statements is executed one by one, first translating and then executing. Okay, this process is continued until an error is encountered or the whole program is executed successfully. If an error is found when it is translating and executed, so it will halt the program. Okay, it will halt the program and it will find for the, it will throw you the error, the syntax error, whatever you have, it will throw you. But in compiler what will happen? The whole program will be converted to the object code and then machine learning it will be converting, and then only it will find of the syntax checking and all in compiler. But in interrupter what will be having? One by one the program statement will be translating and then executing. Okay, but in contrary, compilers translate the entire source code as whole into the object code. After scanning the whole program only, it generates the messages. Hope you understand what I am telling. Interrupter versus compiler. So this is very important when we are studying about the Python programming language. Okay, Python is all about interrupter only, interrupted programming languages. Next we are going to the point is extensible. What is extensible? Extensible means extending. The general meaning is extending. What you are going to extend here? If you are needed, you can write some of your Python code in other languages like C++. This means Python is an extendable language. You can able to code that in other languages, C++ and other language, Java, like that you can extend it. Okay, here the Python programming language is supporting here. This is also one of the features here. Okay, next we have the concept called scalable. So scalable means what? You are going to measure the system ability to increase or decrease in performance. So measuring the performance depends on the project you are having, either it is a small scale project or large scale project, what you have, based on that you are going to demand, increasing your demand or reducing your demands. Okay, that is the meaning of scalable. So you are going to measure the system ability, okay, to increase or decrease the performance and cost in response to changes in application and system processing demands. For example, you can take that how will a hardware system performance when the sum of the user is increased. Okay, number of user is increased. How will a database will withstand growing number of queries, or how will an OS performs different classes of orders. So enterprise that are growing rapidly should pay special attention to scalability when evaluating the hardware or software. So extendable. Okay, scalable means that based on the demands of your project, your the resources, number of users, you are going to scale up or scale down your performance, everything. Performance in the sense the resource performance you are going to think. Why? Because resources is a very valuable one, right? For that itself you have to spend lot of funds to do. Next point, you have the easy to understand, right? So I have spoken the third point itself. It is a layman can also able to understand the query. They can able to understand. Why? Because it will be in a normal English format. Okay, normal English only. It will not be as a code, compared to other languages. It is not like a it will not be weird. Okay, this is a normal English what you are reading, like that it will be there. Okay, next we have a interactive programming language. Interactive means once you are giving the input, you will get a output. Interactive. If for an example, you can take a calculator. If you are giving 2 plus 2, if you are typing 2 plus 2 in a calculator, instantly you are getting what? The replay 4. So like that, Python programming languages is also an interactive programming language. So where and all you are going to use this programming language? Which domain and all we are going to use? So we can use in various application areas such as gaming. NLP is a natural language processing. Okay, so you are having the speech recognition, text recognition based on backend. We will write a code, implement using the Python programming languages only. That too, every concepts like data analytics and machine learning, and then object detections concepts, visualization, exploration, based on it all at the back end, mostly they are using the Python languages only. Why? Because it is full of a lot of packages and libraries we have, and we can able to compile it, execute it easily. Okay, we can download the data set. Already we have Keras, Kaggle, everything we have, so we can able to do easily. Okay, and next concept, next domain they are telling network processing, and fourth one we have the web development. Okay, and at last we have the scientific and numeric computing concept area also we can able to use it. I have listed listed one or three applications area. I believe there are a lot of application areas to be used in Python programming languages. Next, these are the just now we saw the introductions of the Python programming languages. Now we are going to see how we are going to download the Python software and how you have to work on that. Okay, the latest version we have is 3.11. Okay, 3.11 version we have. First documentation was released and 3.12 was under the development. Okay, I will detailedly tell you, I will show you the practical experience, and we have the tutorials also in the Python organ site, also organization site. You can go through that and we can see here the releasing date, what they have told here. See here, they have released at December 18, 2022. Okay, and the version they have released is 3.11.1. Okay, so we have lot of topics to cover in this tutorial. We can, for detailed understanding, you can go through that. Okay, next we are going to see the running Python, how we are going to run. So as I already said, Python is a interrupted programming languages. First we have to save the file like a .py, and we can able to run the file. Okay, I will show you that. Next, installing Python. So we can install in any OS, Windows or Linux or Mac OS, everything. So Python is pre-installed. See here, Python is pre-installed on most Unix systems. So Python was pre-installed in most Unix system, Linux and Mac OS. Okay, the pre-installed version may not be the most recent one. So recent one in the sense, it will be one or two, 3.9, 3.8, like that it will be there. So where you have to download this Python software, go to this site, URL http python.org download. Okay, Python comes with a large library of standard models. As I already said, Python was having a large libraries, packages, everything it is having. Okay, there are several options for an IDE, which means that integrated development environment. So here what they are telling, ideally is integrated development learning environment. So we can work well with Windows. So in Windows we have this, and Emacs with Python mode or favorite text editor. What is this Emacs? Emacs is a texting editing tool which we have already in the Linux and Mac OS and all. And this is Eclipse software, which how we are going to use Eclipse software here with Python, in the sense you have to import this. You want to download this package called PyDev, and you want to import this, and we can use in Eclipse software also. Okay, so this is the ideally development environment. Okay, integrated development environment for Python, typically used on Windows. I will show you that how we have to download, and ideally I will show you how it will be there. Okay, so first we will see the points what is there in the slides, and we'll move on to the practical session. So multi-window text editor with syntax highlighting. See, in ideally, see this oranges and all. So this orange, which shows that orange color and all, this is a keyword, predefined keyword, and a print highlighting the syntax. Okay, and then what it is telling, multi-window, you can open too many windows text editor with syntax highlighting on auto completion. It itself will auto complete the braces, everything. Okay, if you are opening the braces function, okay, open round braces and all, if you are opening the function, it will automatically close. And smart indent and each other. Indentation, what is indentation? Indentation is a white spaces you are going to give, which shows that the block of code, this is a block of code of this thing, this is going to execute. So which means that it shows this. See here, for I in the range they have given, and then after that we have the space here, indented, the print was indented inside it. So it shows that this is one of the block in that code. Okay, then Python shell with syntax highlighting, then integrated debugger with stepping persistence breakpoints. We have the breakpoints here. I will show you the options, and call stack visibility is there. Next, as this we have seen in Windows, ideally is in Windows. Here in Emacs is in Linux and Mac OS. Okay, is a Python mode, has good support for editing Python. Enabled by default .py file in any way, either in Windows or Linux, whatever it might be, but we have to file the we have to save the file with the extension called .py. Okay, .py only we have to save. So here also they are telling the what are the features with Emacs: completion and symbol help and edlot and inferior interrupter shells and all is there, they are telling. Okay, see here, as in the file it shows that the file name .py it shows. Okay, and how to run the interactively on Unix. So on Unix, this is a prompt. In prompt shell, how it is running, this is a chevron. We will always, all you can call it as a shell prompt. Okay, then this running programs on Unix. Next we have Python scripts. Ideally we have Python mode also, that is script mode also we have. So we have two modes, one is interactive mode and script mode in Windows. I will show you that. Okay, so when you call a Python programming from command line, the interpreter evaluates each expression in the files. Okay, familiar mechanism are used to provide command line arguments and or redirect input and output. Python also has a mechanism to allow a Python program to act both as a script and as a module to be imported. So we have a concept called modules and packages. So what you do is you will import the modules to the packages. Okay, modules is a subset of the packages. So this is the basics of Python. So I will show you. Okay, here see x is equal to 34 minus 23. they have given they have assigned a variable. Here this is integer and this is also an integer. We didn't declare anything that x is an integer and all, like compared to the other programming language. Here directly we have given. What is happening? It is a dynamic programming language, so it is automatically taking, okay, the the Python programming language at the backend, it automatically consider that x is an integer. When you are giving this words, that is characters enclosed with a double quotes, it will automatically consider this y variable is a string. Okay, so automatically this, if you are giving in a float language, the dynamic programming will consider this x as a float value. So likewise we have to give. In Python programming, we will comment the words, okay, the message, the thing you want to know. Once if you are opening for after a 1 week or after a 1 month, you want to understand the program, just you can, while you're writing, you should have an habit of giving the comments for understanding the programs. Okay, so how you will comment the lines or program whole, in the sense you using the hash. Okay, using the hash you can able to comments or triple quotes you can give. You will see that. So how we are going to understand the code? So here you see indentation matters to be code. Indentation is very important. Why? Because it is a it is a one, it is going to show the block of structure, which blocks of structure it will show. Okay, next, variable types don't need to be declared. As I said already, here see x is equal to 34 minus, here they didn't declare anything, right? That only they are meaning here. Okay, Python figures out the variable types on its own using the type function we have. Okay, then assignments is equal to, then comparison is here double equal to we will give. Understood? For numbers we will give plus, minus, asterisk, slash, that is division, modulo, or as expected. And special use of plus for string. Okay, for string concatenation usually you will give it this plus symbol only. For formatting operator we will give this modulo operator. Okay, logical operators or the words are and, or not symbol not. Okay, not is a word. In basic printing commands usually we will print. And these are the data types. Usually we'll have integer data type, float data type, string data types and all we will have here. Then white spaces. White spaces, as I already tell, indentation. Indentation means white spaces. So white spaces is meaningful in Python, especially indentations and placements of new lines. Okay, using a new line to end a line of code, use slash. So if you are going to end the line of code, you use slash. Okay, no braces, that is curly braces to mark blocks of code. Usually in C and all, what you will do, we use curly braces, right? But in Python and all, no curly braces is used. Instead of that only, we are going to use this consistent indentation instead of this. Okay, first line with less indentation outside of the block and more indentation start as a nested block. Okay, then very important thing, you should end the syntax of with the colon only. Colon starts of a new block. Okay, new constructor is created, function definitions of classes and all. Okay, then comments hash only. So we will see with this we will stop, and name, assignments and all we will see in the next lecture. So we just go to the practical session now. We'll go to the practical session now. See here, as I already told, how we are going to do here, we are going to download. Go to this site, just type the URL called download Python for Windows. Okay, go to this site, click this download Python. Okay, so you will landed in this page, and you by clicking, by showing this also. Okay, if you're moving this cursor here also, you can able to see this Python 3.11 version. By clicking this, it will be downloaded in your folder, and you can, by clicking that, it will be installed in your C drive or which drive you are selecting. Once installed, you can able to see in your all programs. Okay, see here, I've already installed. So see here, a folder like Python 3.10 already I have installed. These are the options, menus you will get. Python 3.10, I have a 64 bits, so download that. Based on your bits, 32 bits, 64 bits, you can able to download. This is a shell type. As I already told, two mode you have. One is interactive mode, one is script mode. This is an interactive mode. So once you have downloaded this 3.16, you can able to see this. Okay, just you don't want to declare anything, by typing the value itself you will get the value number. Okay, 2 plus, see here I am typing 2 plus 8. so I'm not giving anything, I'm not declaring anything whether it is integer. It is a dynamic programming language. So see here, 2 plus 1, 2 plus 8, 10. It is taking. So 8 divided by 36, what you get? 0.22. Okay, consider that 48 divided by 8, what you get? 6.0. If I want to see the floor division I want to see the same value itself. I want to see the floor division. See there, 8 floor division means you want to mention with double slash. Okay, double division mode you want to give. See here, so 0. What is floor, what is ceiling? Floor means it will take the below value. Okay, it will round off the value. Ceiling means at the top value, rounding off the next value. Okay, 1 it will take, or 0, so rounding values it will take. Next 5 asterisk of 8, what you get? 5 into 8, 40. Same with C, 5 double of 8. What this means? It is a power. Okay, this double asterisk here, which means that power here, exponent here. 5 into 5 into 5, 5 will be 8 times multiplied and that value will be given here. Understood? Then you can see A is equal to, if I am giving A is equal to 10. Understood? So I'm asking to print it. Okay, I'm asking to print it. So see here, what I get? 10. So now I want to know which type it belongs. Now I want to see that 10 integer, that A is a variable which belongs to which data type I want to see. So I am giving a type function. So inside that I am giving A. So see here, it is an integer type it is showing. So likewise we can work on it. Okay, we can keep on working on the shell prompt also. Next option we have called what? Ideally you have, ideally also you can work. This is an integrated development learning environment. So here, so my system is a little bit slow, kindly bear with me. Okay, for detail I have told now Python document. So you can click this Python document. See below you have lot of stuff you have. So clicking this tutorial, you will get all the topics to be covered. Each and every topic will be highlighted in this documents. You can click that and you can see the syntax, definitions, examples, everything will be detailedly explained. You can make use of this document. It was in Python organization portal itself. Okay, next we have the, yes, we got it. So same like a shell prompt, we have a script mode. Okay, this is a shell prompt and script mode also. Here you have 2.2, same. Okay, so a is equal to 0, then print what? A. What I'm getting? This type A. See here, the syntax was highlighting here in ideally. As I said, the syntax highlightation will be there, that only they have given here. If I am giving B is equal to 12, okay, B is equal to 12 and C is equal to, I am giving a string. Okay, I am giving a string here. Okay, what is happening here next? I want to print, okay, I want to print. So F is equal to C plus B. I want to print. What will be the answer? It throw you the error. Why it throw you the error? Why? Because this B is an integer and this C is an string. So this both can't be added, both can't be concatenated. Why? Because this is a separate data type, integer, and this is a string data type. So what it is throwing? It throwing a type error. Can only concatenate string, not integer. Okay, so see here, same if I'm changing this. Okay, B is equal to what I have given, 12. So I'm giving the 12 inside the quotes, single quotes, and same I'm giving C is equal to, in single quotes, what I'm giving, cat. Now I'm going to add that same thing. Okay, C plus B I'm going to add and I'm going to print it. Okay, print F. What it's showing? Cat 12. See here, C plus B. So this both the strings are added, and now I want to know the type of the string. So type F I'm giving. What you're getting here? I'm getting class string. See, this is a string data type. So like this, you can work on this script mode also. If you want to write a thousand lines of program also, you can able to do this in ideally. So what for that, what you have to do is file, click new files. So you will get what? So you will get a file. You will get a file and it will be, you can type everything here. You can write 1,000 lines of code also. Okay, these are the options you have in IDLE. And formatting, see here, indentation region also they have given. Indenting region you can give set it as 2 to 3, 2 or 4 also. Okay, then run button, shortcuts what they have given, F5. Then options, configure IDLE. Okay, see here, these are the backend settings we have. How to highlight, which one we have to highlight. See here, highlighting everything, syntax highlighting, multitude, everything you are there. Okay, and keys, shortcuts, if you want to change, you can change. And you see here the indentation, either which one you can give 2 also, 3, 4 also, based on it. But in indent space 4 is standard they have told, so I'm maintaining in 4 itself. Okay, then shell prom mode extension. So these are the settings we have when configuring IDLE. And IDLE shell 3.10, what I am working on it. Understood? So thank you. And sorry, before leaving the session, I will tell you an important thing. This is a TIOB index. Okay, this TIOB program community, what it will do is, it is an indicator of popularity of programming language. It is in the index is updated once a month. So what index it will update now? It will show you the which programming languages is very popular in once a month. They will take a survey and they will post it here in TIOB. Okay, if you want, you can go this site and you can watch this. See here, always for the past 1 year, the see here, 2021 also, Python was at the first, and the December 2022 Python programming was the first. So rating C and the changes. So you can view that also, which programming languages was. Why most of them is using this is, it is, you can work on more application domains, and it is less syntax when compared to the other programming languages. And it is everyone, most of the people will are interested to use this programming language. And the other thing also, you have PYPL indexing notations, which means that Python. Okay, popularity of programming language, py, which means that popularity, p, this here has, see the highlightation p and y, popularity of programming language. This what it will do, it will index is created by analyzing how often language tutorial are searched on Google. On Google, how often the language tutorial of search, how many of the users are searching of the Python programming languages, that will be counted. And yearly, okay, to a year ago, they will they will post you the rating here, how often, how many people are searching the programming languages tutorials index in Google's. Okay, so in that also, see here, Python programming shares 29.34% of share in this and holds the first rank in this. PYPL, popularity of programming languages also, and TIOB also. Okay, TIOB programming community also, Python programming X. Hope we can come to the end of this session. Happy learning. We can see in the next lecture. Thank you.